So
Nice.
I went there today and asked, I said, hey, I'm new to the area. Are there any, like, I thought you guys might be a good place for me to find out, like, who's doing tabletop RPGs. And the guy said, oh, I didn't even mean to shock him, but I did.
And you killed him.
Yes. Those guys were not toughened up as much as the other enemies, apparently.
Apparently.
Well, that was a fourth one. So the guy gave me his business card, said, hey, we have a Facebook page, so you can post there, say you're looking for groups, and also there are a lot of groups that meet here. So I may actually have someone to play with soon. Have I not learned how to use these powers yet? I'm still trying to use them in situations where they will not work.
Silly thinker.
Like, if there is blue holy smoke, you are not going to be able to use the fire ability.
Nope.
Eventually, I think I pull it off. Eventually.
Good.
I keep not closing it properly. Oh, now I figured out. Now, then the Wii Remote just spazzes on me. Again, it's probably a function of me being too close to the TV or to the sensor bar because I don't have a very large screen. This must be really bad luck, breaking all these mirrors. Does it count if they're demonic mirrors? Seriously, can't I just make an infinity sign that doesn't overlap with ice?
Just let him burninate you.
There we go, finally.
Yay.
I'm like
It's
eating...
not the whole burning rate thing.
I'm eating up an entire skeleton over the course of these fights. Or maybe the Moonside Dinosaur Museum. Bone, 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 bone. You haven't played Earthbound, have you?
No. I really like it, but I don't think it's very possible for me.
Oh, yeah.
Unless I somehow get myself an American SNES and the game, so I don't think it ever came out in Europe.
Even then you'd have to find an actual Earthbound game, and those are becoming pretty rare, because they haven't been made in a while.
Yeah.
I consider myself lucky to have one.
I still need to watch your Let's Play for Earthbound.
Oh yeah, now I'm deciding, okay, maybe it'll be easier for me if I use a fire-related weapon.
Burn all the monsters.
That way I don't have to use the infinity thing to get things burning.
Your health.
I am very glad that it lets you use unlimited items per battle. Like, if it were like Kingdom Hearts, where you had to choose before the battle which items you were going to have available, I'd be dead.
That's the one downside to Kingdom Hearts, the item thingamajig.
Oh, I think it's a good thing that they added. It makes it so you can't just... I mean, it makes it a lot more difficult. Especially when you're facing the big bosses like Sephiroth.
I've never defeated stuff in Kingdom Hearts.
For me, it's just a matter of practice. You have to try him enough times to get his patterns down.
I just didn't have the patience when I was playing it.
Ah.
Lucky for me, I'm not a person who has to get 100% on the game.
I am.
Finished.
Yeah, and the game says, you suck. And I'm only halfway through.
You can do it, Finker.
Let's hope. Because if you die, you have to start all over again.
And that's no good.
No, it is not, Sonic. I think it was you'rethemanNowDog.com that made that a thing. Have you ever seen that site?
No. The thing is, I didn't even need to like Sonic. I just came out with it.
Oh, but have you heard that? I think Sonic's actually talking about, like, it's one of those things where it's a, message to the viewers, the kid viewers. I think he's talking about sexual harassment in that one.
I've seen that little bit. I'll probably help while I can with Sonic.
Yeah, this is another case of where the hell are those things coming from that are pelting me from the air? Oh wait, they're coming from the air. It's like I said the question, then I realized, as I have phrased this question, it has an incredibly obvious answer. This is just an absurd number of enemies. It's like I didn't realize... Well, it would be even more if they came at you all at once, but they don't. It would look like more, I mean. There's a very narrow threshold between the point where I can get full use of a medium holy bone and the point where it starts beeping at me.
The beep of doom.
The beep of impending doom. You're not quite that doom yet.
The reason why I say beep of doom is because I've been watching another YouTube channel playing a fan Zelda game called The Lost Isles.
Fan Zelda?
It starts speaking to me and it'll go, no, the beep of doom.
A fan Zelda game?
It's a fan game called The Lost Isles.
What engine does it use? Or is it like or does it not use one of the game's engines?
I think it's more like Link to the Past.
Yeah, that makes sense.
After this session, I'll link into a video of this one.
You know, these battles make me think of a certain line from Aladdin. Make me think of when Jafar says, "How many times do I have to kill you, boy?" Yeah, that's what it feels like. Excuse me, it's how many times must I kill you, boy? And again, I intend to use the Power Slash and instead chuck them. I keep having to remember to collect the money, because I really want to go and beat up the next guys.
So keep on moving my mouse over the screen and see how long the video, but keep forgetting you must over Skype. Because I've been watching anime all of yesterday and all of today. And I'm just like so used to using my mouse to see how far in the video I am.
Sorry, but screen share doesn't quite work that way.
No!
Incidentally, I can't even do that. You see, it won't tell me. Like, you can see that we're around the middle of the video, but it won't say in hours, minutes, and seconds.
Oh, wells.
Fortunately, I can do that without affecting what's in the final video. Oh yes, these are the things that can be disassembled. And which I do disassemble several times.
You cut them up and kill them.
Yes, but these things can actually be taken apart without being cut. Because they're made of 3 blades each. Which of course doesn't mean I won't cut them. I mean, I don't know if this is what the game intends, but my basic strategy for fighting enemies with substantial numbers of hit points is figure out how to stun them and then power slash them.
Yes.
Because there are very few enemies in my experience that can't be stunned so that they're vulnerable to power slash. Oh, by the way, I'm glad that I finally started my Final Fantasy X-2 Let's Play so I can say what it is without, just having to refer to it obliquely.
Because of you now playing that, I kind of want to replay it, but I don't know where my game is, so I can't replay it.
Sad face.
But, because I've got a PS Vita, I should be able to get it on that. I'm not sure if we can get it on now or in the near future.
And I have never seen them do this.
I have.
I'm not quite sure how to avoid it. Oh wait, by jumping, that's how.
Jump over the wind.
Which sounds kind of silly when you put it that way. You jump over the wind.
Yes. Which is actually logically impossible, but this is a video game.